What's up, guys? Today I'm coming at you with a YouTube video discussing my current build and just going over it and letting y'all know what stage it's at. So I'm currently building a twin turbo kit for my 1987 Chevy Camaro IROC, which it may or may not end up going on something else. Probably the IROC, but who knows at this point. Here's the old IROC, 1987. Got the red on red. Interior is in pretty good condition. Just a tear right there in the headliner. It's kind of sagging a little bit and all torn up. A couple cracks on the dash pad and the windshield's cracked. All just little stuff. It's pretty dirty in here right now. I've been daily in it. But 4-speed, automatic 700 R4. Got the 145 mile an hour speedometer, tachometer, fuel gauge, all that good stuff. Of course, no freaking compartment over there, it's down there. But altogether, it's pretty decent condition. Pop the rear hatch. Just needs a good detail and clean it real nice. The way I got this car is I was at school and the auto shop there is jet ski. I didn't know anything about this jet ski, so I was just like, hey, could I have the jet ski? And he's like, oh yeah, it's broke. So my shop teacher gave me the old jet ski. It was an old Yamaha, like 660. 2-cylinder, 2-stroke thing, worked pretty good. But anyway, got that, fixed it for about $90. And then just was just like, when the hell am I ever going to use this thing? So I just looking for somebody to trade something from. So after about 3 or 4 days looking on Craigslist, I found a 1985 Chevrolet or GMC S15 Jimmy, 5-speed, 2.8 liter carbureted. Nothing too special, but 4-wheel drive. So I was just like, hey, you guys want to trade? And he's just like, yeah, sure. So ran all the way up into Washington somewhere and traded that guy the jet ski for Jimmy, where he was thinking that it was going to need a whole lot of work done to it. So I get it back to my house and get it off the trailer. Clutch doesn't really work that well, so it's kind of like, because it just won't release. So I check out the clutch master cylinder, and that's what was wrong with it. So I put a new one of those in there, started dailied that thing for like 6 months, and then I was just like, man, it's summertime, really want something different. So I just was looking on Craigslist again and found this 87 IROC there in Longview, across the river from me, and it was just like, hey, because they were looking for a reliable running and driving rig. So I was just like, hey, you want to trade? They're like, yeah, sure. So went over there, checked out the Camaro, made the trade, got it back to the house, put a new fuel pump in there, freaking battery, fired right up, started daily driving it. Since then, all I've done to it is new headlights, rear tires, radio, because it didn't come with radio, and speakers, and that's about it. It's been a good running daily driver. Have done some cleanup in the engine compartment. I'll show you that here in a second. But overall, it's a really nice running and driving car. The OPO code, or RPO code, says it's a 305 twin-port injection, which I don't know about y'all, but like this thing has some fucking get up and go if it's a freaking 305. Like this has to be a 350 in here. Like, there's no way this is a 305. It just has way too much power. But anyway, yeah. Other vehicles is a 87 S10 over there, project, blowing a 2.8, and just needs a motor and tranny swap. Then my 77 K10 over there, which just needs some tags and I can start driving it. But anyway, I'll show you under the hood of this thing. Here's the engine compartment. As you can see, small block Chevy 2-port injection. Just basically bone stock. Doesn't have the air conditioning compressor that goes over there because I took it off, all the lines. I'm working on getting the new air box, or heater, whatever the hell you want to call that thing. So it'll get rid of the air conditioning, because obviously when I put twin turbo headers on here, it's going to have some clearance issues and don't want no plastic melting and catching fire and shit. So, yeah. This is how I found it. I haven't really done any cleanup to the motor at all. Other than, like, I tied up some wiring here and there. Yeah. It's got a new distributor in it from the previous owner. New cap and rotor. That's pretty much it. Alternator's newer, but does got KNN air filters in this son of a bitch right here. It's pretty nifty. Came with them. Freaking brand new K&Ns when I got it. Pretty good. Of course, the nice factory air box. But yeah, pretty greasy and grimy. It's been sitting for a while before I got it. So yeah, needs a whole lot of cleanup work done to it. As far as the turbo setup goes, I kind of need to reshape the headers a little bit, but they're just going to come out of the block like it is and then up, and then run along right here, and then the turbo's probably going to come up and be tucked right inside the inner fender here. Same on the other side. I'm going to get rid of all that smog control and the cruise control and all that bull stuff in California, you know, and clean it up over here, relocate that tank somewhere, clean up the wiring, move the battery to the back, stick the other turbo right down there somewhere, which I don't know, but it's probably going to be looking pretty awesome. Then, instead of, on this build, instead of running an intercooler like most everybody else does, I'm going to actually run a water methanol injection kit. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's basically like, it just injects methanol and water combination at a certain boost, whatever you set it at, and methanol, when it compresses, it gets really cold, so that cools down the intake air temperature, makes more power, and reduces spark knock. But yeah, that'll be fun. Won't have to route all this stupid piping and everything that comes with the intercooler as well. Just route out the turbos into the intake and be done with it. Now here are my turbos, wastegates, and the manifolds that I have made in my college welding class. They're just some cheap T4, T3 turbos off of eBay for frickin' like $100 each with free shipping and handling. And the wastegates are, well, the turbos, they're 50 76s, so the inducer is 50 millimeter, actually it's 50.5 millimeters, and the exducer is 76 millimeters. Basically 2-inch and 3-inch. Same on both of them. And then the wastegates are 44 millimeter wastegates with 10-pound springs installed. Not sure if I'm going to get different springs for them or what, but might just run them. And these are the manifolds that I've made. Really didn't take much time on them at all. They're just temporary, just to get it going. But I mean, for eyeballing it and doing them in about 5 hours, pretty decent, I'd say. I'm like, welds aren't the best, but I mean, whatever. Had to fill in a big old gap right there. That's why there's like a weld and then another weld. But anyway, yeah. Should make some nice boost noises. Now this, like, is the ECU and wiring harness off of a 96 Chevy Suburban with a 350. I was going to modify it to run a multi-port fuel injection intake. Just one of those ones off of like Summit Racing with some injectors and a custom throttle body or whatever. Just so I can have this thing EFI so it's easy to tune. And that'd be pretty cool, but yeah. That's about... I don't think I got anything else. I do have the flanges for the downpipes right there, and all the other flanges for the wastegates and stuff. I have yet to get oil feed and return line. Instead of getting the kit off of eBay like most people, I'm gonna get a steel brake line, obviously a big one, and run it from the back fitting all the way up to across on both sides. and then 90 it, put a fitting on it, and then have a little trunk that runs right into the top of the turbo. You see I already got a brake fitting right in there on both of them. And so that's like, so I know that it's not going to leak and anything like that cheap China wire steel braided stuff. Like, probably would work, but whatever, I'm trying to do this on the cheap. So, yeah, and then got my drain flanges and everything already in there. Just got to get some tubing to drain it back down the oil pan. Yeah, that's probably not the motor that I'm going to use. Maybe just for like testing everything out at first, just to make sure everything works before I go to stick it on another motor that I actually care about. Like, I got a few around here, just a few. But yeah, this is just a test mule before I actually like start to make some power. Probably gonna blow that block sky high, so look forward to that in the next coming video, or upcoming video. Probably not the next one. Yeah. So you can see my shop is a disaster. There's too many projects going on and haven't cleaned it in a long time. But I'm working on it. Yeah, so as soon as I get this all cleaned up and should be able to pull my car in. Got a big ass pile of scrap out there too. Anyway. Yeah, so that's turbskis, man. Twin turbskis. Yeah. Can't wait to hear these suckers fire up and spool. It's gonna be badass. Anyways, guys, if you're worried about the quality of the videos, my camera or camcorder and mic setup and tripod and everything should be here in the next few days. I'm using my phone for now. It's a pretty shitty phone, but it works. So, yeah. Other than that, have a good day and catch you next time.